Hello everybody, how's it going? Oh my goodness, welcome to Find You Fridays. How does it get any better? Hope that all of my friends down here in the southern hemisphere are enjoying this reasonably mild, actually, I felt this evening in good old Adelaide. Reasonably mild time of day. It's not too bad out there, is it? And here we go, got that one, done that one, good to go. How's your week been? Mine's been pretty good, busy, super busy, but yeah, pretty good. Alright, so just while we're getting some people floating around, okay, make sure I've done that. Yep. Oh, this is getting smoother and smoother every week. How does it get any better, right? Okay. Here we go. Up across to there. And we'll go like this and go. Sure. Okay. Cool bananas. Alright, happy Find You Fridays. Okay, so let's do a wee reading for what's up in the world at the moment. It should be kind of an interesting one. Wonder. Okay, let's see where we go. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit of a reading, I think, for all the planetary and the CERN stuff. So let's just see what my team and the universe has to say about all of that, okay? Hi. Just doing a little bit of a general reading. Hi Mela, lovely to see you, sweetie. Oh, thank you, you just reminded me. There's one little tab I haven't got open yet, but I'll sort that out after I've done this little bit. Oh, it's a lot of energy, I can tell you that much. Like we didn't know that already though, right? How's your week been, Mila? Alrighty. Okay, so this is a really interesting set of cards for looking at the stuff with Sirius having been in the planetary alignments. Oh, lovely! I'm glad you're feeling better, Mila. And also with the Sirius, this CERN, CERN, piece of technology that, if you don't know about it, it's basically they're just smashing molecules together and seeing what happens in the hopes of recreating the moment just before the Big Bang. That's the most simplistic version or explanation I can give for that. So the interesting thing that I have to start off with is clairaudience, and I don't know if you may have noticed this week, but I certainly did. And it's about noticing the things that you're hearing. And what I noticed is, particularly on Tuesday night, there was this really interesting kind of like a buzzy noise that I felt in my ears as I was going to sleep. Of course, that's when everything else is quieting down. We're not being all distracted by technology and stuff. And what this card is really saying to me right now is that moment where you're maybe thinking, gosh, I can hear something a bit strange right now. Trust that it's true. You're aware of the technology that is humming through the earth. Okay, so that technology of CERN doing the rotations and smashing those molecules together is what you're hearing. So if you've felt any of those symptoms on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I definitely felt them way more than any other nights. And it's really interesting. It's it was the same sort of pitch, as a high-pitched, almost tinnitus kind of thing, but it was more of a hum than that high-pitched noise. So that's cool. The next card, which is an interesting one to pop up, is overcoming difficulties. So what I'm actually hearing from this one is that they're saying that all of that stuff that we've been dealing with just recently or over the last little while, we've actually overcome the worst of it. And we've, thanks to Sirius and CERN doing their rotations and ups and downs and all of the energy, the mushing together of those two energy flows, has assisted us in being able to, if you like, jump that timeline to move past. It's just made us go through a big bloop. And so we've actually gone past all the difficulties from the last couple of years, 2.5 years now. And we're through the worst of it, basically. This is what I'm hearing from this one, which is a really interesting one. Along with that, because the energies have shifted so much, and because our words and our vibration and everything is way more potent now, way more, you're going to be able to create and manifest and actualize with a lot more speed and ease. You have to get crystal clear in your intentions. Okay, so be very, very mindful of the words that you're using. We've spoken about this before, get rid of those words need and want from Brooke, from out of your vocab, and the woulds and the shoulds, get rid of all of them. Those are the 4 top words that will fuck up your life really dynamically, and stop you from achieving and receiving everything that you could possibly desire. Hi Tracy. So get really crystal clear on your intentions. Be very mindful of your words. And this is what's coming through this reading at the moment, is that it's really about using the energies that we are now in, these nice, fresh, potent energies, thanks to the planet of Sirius, as well as the stuff that's going on with CERN. Use those energies to your best advantage, and doing that through being very mindful of your words and your intentions, your energy. It will really help you, okay? The next thing, I know that there's a lot of people out there who are pretty concerned around what this whole timeline jump thing means. Even those people who are not particularly spiritual, they're sort of just poking a bit of a stick at it and kind of going, oh yeah, whatever, but we've just jumped a timeline, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people are wondering what that means. And this next card is basically a reassurance card. It's Hello from Heaven. Okay? So whenever this one comes out, it's a reassurance that everything's going to be okay. That you're still able to connect with the things that do create the most for you. Yep, jump. And that you're still getting a lot of support from your team, from your spirit team. So if you're feeling a little bit wonky, reach out to your spirit team and ask for them to come around you to actually help support you even greater with this new phase that you're in, okay? And along with that, the next card is Angel Therapy. So again, they're just reaffirming to you that reach out to them. Use these different levels and layers of energy that is available to you. So along with our 5 senses, we've got the senses that we come back to the beginning with the clairaudience, right? We've got all the other senses that we can use as well, and that are on the spiritual realm. And along with that is our sense of the spirit team. And with that, you've got the senses of, the elementals and the earth and the planets and all of that stuff. So actually having them come through and assisting you at this time while you're in that moment of kind of like going, okay, well, oh, cool, we've just gone to the deep end of the pool, now what do we do? So look to them for some more support. Okay, now let's see, okay, I think there's another couple of cards that are asking to come out. How are you all going? How was your week? Mila's had COVID. It's a nice bio upgrade, Mila. Well done. Congratulations. How are you going with the water, Brooke? Okay, so the other couple of cards that came out in relation to the Sidious and also the CERN stuff is this is a time where you're going to attract a lot of success in your world as long as you're mindful and you're nourishing your body and soul. Okay, so that's what the chocolate is. So it truly is about nourishing your body and soul. And if you do those two things, if you nourish your body and soul, you'll attract a lot of success into your world. Again, it's about filling up the cup, making sure that this vessel here is in tip-top shape and is ready to get out there and do the work. And even then, it's not really work anymore. Okay, so all those old paradigms, all those old ways of thinking, all of those old ways of doing are pretty much gone. All right, so if you are looking at doing something and it has a bit of a wonk to it now, whereas before it felt like it was pretty good, and you feel like it's just not the old way of doing something is not really feeling smooth anymore. It is because we've had this big jump, okay? And the planets, the universes, and all the other quantum mechanics stuff has created the space where you will now be able to have, receive, and attract way more success than ever before. And remembering where your attention goes, the energy flows. Okay, as a very good friend of mine says, it's like the beautiful stuffy, where the attention goes, the energy flows. And there's a lot of other amazing people out there that also say the same thing. Dr. John DeMartini says something very similar too. Wherever you place your focus, wherever you have focus or attention, abundance, wherever you have attention, abundance, that's where the energy is going to go. So the good, the bad, the ugly, or the awesome, the universe doesn't care which way it is for you. It's wherever the most focus you've got, that's what it's going to give you. Okay, so again, going to say, be mindful of your words, be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of how you're treating your gorgeous, delicious body, as it said in that last one. Be mindful of all of those things, and if you catch yourself going a little bit off the rails and not being quite so honoring in any way, shape or form, just pull it up, stop, cancel, clear, delete, or whatever words you use, let it go, give it up to universe or God or Allah or down to Mother Earth or whatever works for you, and keep moving. Okay? Hi, Miss Stevenson. Driving to work, just listening. Okay, cool, thank you. C. Rose Stevenson. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so there is one lovely little thing that I have not done. Love it, ran out, had some spring water, and the spring water You mean bloated? Bloated you? Told you, the Kangen's bloody good stuff, eh? Bloody good stuff. Yep. I'm super grateful for having the machine back for a little bit. 100%. Talking about Kangen water. Oh. Aww. Brooke, looks like you're up, my friend. Do you have anything in particular you'd like me to have a look at? Thank you very, very much for the donation, my friend. Thank you. I've got strawberry and raspberry tea tonight. Just what flows. Well, right now it's Kangen water with strawberry and raspberry tea. Alright, let me see. See what card deck wishes to play with you. Aw, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How did I get so lucky to have such beautiful listeners today? Listeners and watchers and donators, and how did I get so lucky? Coffee with, it's B-L-O-A-T. Bloat, not blotting. Otherwise it's just like blotting you. Oh dear. No. Just using my external microphone. Is my sound off again, is it? Yes, I still have the machine for now. You got lots of jumpy cards, Brooke. They're going. Wow, Brooke. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Tracy. I didn't know what the C was, so thank you, Chiquita. Lovely to see you, to hear you. Alright, so Brooke, back to you. So these are all the wordy cards. Alright, so the first one you've got is that you've got new ideas and thoughts that are manifesting within you may cause irritability and small difficulties. Be open to these new ideas. So, as you would know, being the amazing, beautiful creator that you are, when we start stepping outside of our comfort zone, it can make us feel a little bit like uncomfortable and irritable and feeling like we don't necessarily want to jump fully into that new idea, that new prospect, that new something. So there is some new stuff that is coming at you at the moment, or being created within you, and your team is just saying, hey, be open to these new ideas that are coming through, and having a look at what is actually resonating for you, and creating the energy of contributing to the energy of the life that you desire to create. Okay, if you haven't tuned in on that yet, we can have a bit more of a discussion later about that. But really, truly be open to these new ideas and things that are coming through to you and maybe shaking your world up a little bit, okay? The next one that I have is, this is a time of financial difficulty. Do not allow it to undermine the faith you have in yourself. Respond to the challenge and move forward. So that actually goes really well with the previous card. So there's some new ideas that are coming through right now that are going to actually help you with your finances. But because what sometimes we get into with our finances is we can get into a little bit of a sense of lack and a little bit of like penny pinching almost, of going, oh, I can't spend any money here because I haven't got anything. But there is also a recognition that if we do actually spend that little bit here and maybe not so much here, that we can actually create a really different pathway for ourselves. So just be really mindful of how you're spending your money right now, but also working again from that space of, is this, and asking those questions, is this actually creating the life that I truly desire, or is it deteriorating or destroying the life, the energy of the life that I truly desire? Okay, so those are two questions to ask yourself before you spend any money at all right now. Ask for those two awarenesses. Is it creating the energy of the life that I truly desire, or destroying the energy of the life that I truly desire? Okay. The next thing is saying that you should feel satisfied. Okay, you feel satisfied and optimistic about the future, but do not stop. It's no time to stop. Okay, there's still a lot of work to be done. Okay, there's a lot around that. This is still a really big learning, growing phase for you, and that it's time to keep moving forward and keep moving up and through with those energies. Okay, so again, that comes back into that first card of being open, moving forward, and feel really satisfied, and actually take that moment to acknowledge just how far you've already come, because there is more to come. Okay, and you're doing really well. The next one is about you're going to meet somebody new. This is somebody who's not necessarily of a love interest or anything like that. It's just somebody who's going to come through for, I'm getting a sense of more business type purposes. But they'll be loyal and they'll be strong and faithful. Sounds a bit like a puppy dog, doesn't it? And through them, you will learn how to develop more of these qualities fully within yourself. So it's also to recognize the strength and the tireless energy that you possess. All right. So they're also asking you to recognize your own strength, because at the moment it seems they're sort of saying, hey, you're not really taking enough time to acknowledge yourself, and that kind of matches up with the previous card of going, hey, like, just take a moment to really truly acknowledge how amazing and magical you be, and how far you've come over, say, the last 5 years, even the last 2 years, even the last 12 months. Have a look at each one of those stages and just go, fuck, I was back there 5 years ago, or 2 years ago, or 1 year ago, and look what I've created for myself. Hey, that's amazing, and only because I know a little bit more about, your personal history, there is also, take a moment to acknowledge that you've kept your integrity as well. Okay, you didn't bend and bow and break when others would have, and that's to be commended. Okay. The next two cards are actually very positive cards. So it says there is much to celebrate. This is a time of contentment and happiness. Enjoy good fortune. Okay, so again, celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate every single dollar that comes in. Celebrate every single dollar that goes out, and just be really fucking excited about the future, because the next card is literally, it says, you are finally facing the end of a difficult situation. A new future is well within your grasp. So it's like, it's right there, and it's waiting for you to actually just fully receive it. So it's like, just bring all that yummy energy and get really fucking crystal clear about what the energy of your life that you're desiring to create feels like, so you can become that tuning fork and know very quickly as to whether what you're choosing is going to contribute to that or destroy it. Okay, so it's very much like when we're in judgment for something. That's why I'm saying be really careful of your words, because every time that we use the word need, every time we use the word want, every time we use the word should or could, you're basically, they're all judgment words, they're all lack words, and that will all just cut through all of those lovely energies that are trying to create with you to create the energy of the life that you truly desire. Okay, so that your team is really out there working hard for you to create the life and the energy flows and the financial flows that you've been asking for. Now it's time to start working with them rather than sort of holding them back with our words. Okay, so you're yummy, 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 yummy. That's a really positive reading, Brooke. Definitely. It's pretty cool. So across these cards is be open, move forward, feel satisfied, recognize the strength, celebrate a new future. You have the obligatory sniff. Okay. Which one is it? Yeah. Okay. And the card that came out is hope. So don't give up hope, no matter what. All right? You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit, and that's okay. But don't give up hope. All right? You got this. For sure, you got this. Thank you very much, Brooke. Stephanie, you're more than welcome to grab a reading. If you'd like an extended reading, then you'll feel free to donate into the PayPal link and you can get a nice little extended reading. I've got another. Oh, you're so welcome, Brooke. You're so welcome. Well, that's for me to know of the smell. All I know is they smell lovely. Okay, Tracy, you're up. So as I was saying to Stephanie, I've just got another donated reading to do first with Tracy. Tracy, do you have anything in particular? Anything in particular you would like me to have a look at? Good morning, Angelita. I love my international travelers. Miss Tracy. Are you after just a general reading, honey? Okay. Oh, Brooke, you're funny. General love, health, finance, wealth, reading. You're funny. Alright. So, an in-person spiritual group locally. Have another project too. Okay, let's see what happens. They still want to use these cards. They do. Alright. No, not a love reading today. No love readings today. What did everybody have for dinner or breakfast today? Depending on where you are in the world. Thank you, Angelita. Mm. Oh dear. Okay, there's another one up here, I feel, for you. I know, it's quite humorous, Tracy. You're typing today. Seafood pasta sounds pretty good. So does a chocolate, to be honest. I was very lucky I had dinner cooked for me tonight. I had very yummy pumpkin soup with garlic bread. Yum. Apparently it was a recipe that was a smush of Gordon Ramsay and Curtis Stone. Shoved together. It was great. Alrighty, Tracy. So let's have a look and see what the teams are saying about this. All right. Okay, Tracy. So this is about, let's go back and show that one. It will be a bit easier. All right. So you got your spiritual group, and is this about the other thing? No, this is purely about the spiritual group. I was just double checking with myself. All right. So the first thing you've got to do is get yourself out there a little bit more. There's a communication card that's come up. So get really clear in your communication of what this group is going to be and how it is going to function. Start laying out a little bit more clearly about your intentions. What is your heart-centered space with it, not your head-centered space. It's asking for your heart-centered space, okay? And it's asking you to get really, really crystal clear with your communicating of that message. And the more clear that you are in your communication of that message, the more people that you'll have coming into play. The next card is that this is going to transform you and other people, okay? But it's also going to transform you in a really big way. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's going to stretch you. It's going to make you feel really uncomfortable sometimes, but it is time. Okay, so this lovely Pohutukawa, which is the New Zealand, it's a tree from New Zealand. It comes out at Christmas time. So perhaps even that, I'm actually getting, there's an interesting little piece of a hint in there that you might feel like giving up around Christmas time. Don't. Okay, keep going, and that you will, it may shift and change a little bit before Christmas, but just keep going. Okay. Cleansing, making sure, and I'm sure you would anyway, to cleanse your space wherever you're going to choose for your spiritual group. Make sure that you are cleansing all the way down into the earth. Okay, not just the building. Okay, it's also about cleansing down, and just tuning in on the team here. They're also asking you to energetically ask for the elders' permission to be there. Okay, because there's going to be some really interesting full-on energies that are going to come up in your spiritual group that you're going to need the elders' support, and you're going to, require, see? Ooh, that word need. Pop that. You're going to require the elders' support with these energies that are going to be coming up and flowing through your group. So in honor of them and the space, ask them for permission to be on that piece of land. Okay? And also keep really, really expanded out, teaching those cleansing tools to other people. And there's, as you know, there's a lot of different types of tools out there. The next one is knowledge. So this space, this group that you're going to be doing is sharing a lot of knowledge, and that's a beautiful thing because we require a lot of knowledge out there right now. and there's a lot coming to the surface. So the cornflower, beautiful blue cornflower, of course, that is heading up into your, up here in your brain space, your throat, so you're going to be speaking your knowledge, okay, and heading up into your third eye, so the knowledge of the future, okay. The next card that we've got is the Forget-Me-Not, okay, which is connection. So again, with the spiritual group, I'm actually getting you're going to be connecting with in a lot deeper way than you've ever connected before, and it's a good thing, okay. This group is really going to help you grow, shift, change, and expand, and it's really looking quite fun, really, really fun. So but again, remember who you are, okay. And this is also about remembering to acknowledge the people that have come before you. Again, it seems that they're bringing in this ancestral knowledge. There's a lot of ancestral knowledge coming through, which is interesting. Is it past life? No, it's not past life stuff. I know you've got a really strong talent for past life stuff. This is about ancestral stuff. So there's some cleansing to do with ancestral stuff as well, okay? Perhaps this group is going to be a bit about that. The next card that's coming out is freedom. So this is freedom for you. It's freedom for those who attend your group. It's freedom for the earth. It's freedom for the planet. It's freedom for the dimensions, okay? So this is like a chef's kiss moment. So what you're choosing to create with this group is going to provide so much freedom, and that's why we work, okay? It's the only reason why we should work. And this is something I saw from I can't remember who it was, but it was a lovely gentleman I was watching this week online, and he was saying there's only one reason to work, and it's to create freedom. So this group is going to be a bit of work for you, and yet it's going to create a lot of freedom for you, for the people who attend this group. It's like everything in this section of my lovely ears, all the creation bars and everything, and even the money and control bars are just like going whee, flying off my head. Just so cool. Along with that, though, they're asking you to continue to create a balanced life for yourself. So you have a lot of responsibilities in your life. You're wearing a lot of hats at the moment, and they love that. They love creating that space with you, but they're also asking you to remember to take some nourishing, nurturing time for yourself, to ask for other people to help you, and so that you don't have to do it all on your own. Okay, so create that balance by having other people come in and help from time to time, if not all the time. Make it a community thing. Because the next thing is the last card, well, nearly last card, is let love in. Alright? If you're letting the love in, this is the love for you. This is the love for Earth. This is the love of community. It's the love of communion. Just that softening space, allowing yourself to drop into that feminine just that little bit more. Let go of some of that masculine, let go of a little bit of that control freak, and just letting things flow with a lot more ease, because that's the magic of what has actually happened lately with that whole shift that's happened. Okay? Thank you to the scientists and to the planets for doing what they've done. So embracing the love and home play for you, my love. Home play for you is when you do your next round of journaling, right up the top, what does love mean to me? Okay? And I'd like you to, in your next meditation and journal meditation, just focus on that phrase, focus on that sentence. What does love mean to me? And look at how many different ways that you either embrace it or resist and react to it and push it away. Okay? Because in acknowledging even the ways that you push it away, you're able to see how you can flip that over and then do some healing with that. Okay? Let's have a look at your yummy card. Okay. Understanding. So this new project is going to create a lot of space for you to have a really great amount of comprehension. I would prefer the word comprehension rather than understanding of some elements that have been sort of niggling away at your outer hemispheres for a while, that are going to become really, really super clear by you choosing to do this project. So I'm really fucking excited for you, Tracy. This is just such a cool reading. And I look forward to hearing more and more about it in the weeks and months to come. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm very, very grateful for you. I'm grateful for everybody who comes in and does a little bit of a donation. Just a nice little exchange of energies, isn't it? And I like giving those nice long readings as well. The short ones are great, but the long ones are even more juicy and delicious. Juicy and delicious. So yes, it's going to be a little bit, it's going to push your buttons. It will. It'll push your buttons big time. But at the same time, nothing that you can't handle. Okay? In a lot of ways, it'll be quite breezy for you. Okay. Seriously, that cup of tea is just so yummy today. So, pumpkin soup. Yes. What else? We had chocolate, seafood, pasta. Brooke, you know I'm not going to tell you when the next person's going to come along because it totally depends on you, my dear. Yummy, I got coffee in my tummy. Lucky you. Cup of coffee. Stephanie. Alright. Just because you love me so much, Stephanie, I'll do 3 cards for you. Because I'm certainly not seeing any extended reading donations happening up there at the minute. Show me the body. So I'd love to do an extended reading for you. All right. What question do you have, Stephanie? Okay. See what I can do in 3 cards. Actually, I don't want to even use those cards. I want to use these ones. Oh, we got the big chunky ones out. The big thing. That's a chunky chunker. A beautiful gift for my birthday back in April. Which one is it? Nope. Now just remember, yeah, I'm a little Aries. Okay, Stephanie, before I even do this reading, I wish to just remind you that what you choose to do in your career is totally your responsibility. I can only show you what has come up in the cards and what your team is telling me right now, and even that is just an interpretation. All right, at the end of the day, you're 110% responsible for everything that happens in your life, no matter what happens in these cards or in these readings, okay? Okay, so what we got is a past, present, future reading here. So that's your 3 card. So we've got the Pelican to start off with, which is the 2 of Spring. Okay, so this is your past card, so recent past. Okay, and what they're saying there is that you've had a lot of creativity, you've done really amazingly well in the past, and that is creating for you, like it's done a lot of really good things for you. But the next card that comes out is the Seagull, which is a Princess of Winter. And what it's talking about here is basically you're really up in your head around things at the moment. You're thinking a lot and you're trying to figure it out, rather than tuning into your intuition and allowing yourself to actually come back into your heart space and open that out and be present in your heart space. Okay, so there's a little bit of a warning, if you like, here, saying that there's going to be some information coming to you within the next very, very little while, because this is the present card, okay, that is going to possibly be put to you very bluntly, but that they are saying to you to accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. So don't shoot the messenger. It's like there's just some very blunt information that's going to come to you, if not already, very, very soon. And it's okay. All right, just see that as feedback. And again, it will be just another moment to just drop into that heart space and go, thank you for your feedback, thank you for the information, and not get wrapped up in the emotional reaction of that. Now, remembering, of course, an emotional reaction is purely and simply our reaction to the judgments that we already feel. Okay, so if you can take that information, take all of the emotional part out of it, and just look at the information for what it is, it'll serve you with really great purpose for what is coming next. Okay, and what moves you can make next in your career. The next card is actually a really lovely little card. It's the Princess of Summer, which is a sensitive, kind, open-hearted, and inexperienced. So this is really fun. This is the Dear card, and you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or a close platonic friendship. I actually get this is the more to do with a new or a close platonic friendship, a new friendship that's going to be coming through. I'm almost getting a sense of like a mentorship where you're going to be able, it's somebody who's going to be underneath you as such, where you're going to be able to expand your horizons by mentoring others, okay, if that makes any sense at all. And you may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited out to a social event. So this is within the next 3 to 6 months that this card is being drawn for. So just be aware of these opportunities which are going to put you into those leadership type roles, and also getting out there and just having a bit more fun, because you just never know where those particular things will lead you in your career. It's that whole thing of it's not what you know, it's who you know. So getting out and about and enjoying life will create even more opportunities for you to move forward with your career. All right. So let's do one more yummy card for you. We got joyous. So they're just asking you to remember to be joyous in everything. Remember to stay out of your head, come back to your heart. Feel the joyousness in your body, and then you'll know which way to move for your career as well. Okay? Hope that helps. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you, my dear. Lovely, lovely. It's fun to get those nice big cards out. They're just so chunky. They can be a bit tricky to shuffle, you know. Okay. Alrighty, my friends. Pick a number between 1 and 88, and we'll do some poetry readings. Seeing as we've got a few of you still there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The first number that pops into your head, and we'll do the poetry readings. I must do a little bloop bloop for that. I keep forgetting. Remind me. Remind me later. Remind me later, brain. Any number between 1 and 88, my friends. First number that pops into your head. I'm going to do some poetry. It's an intuitive poetry book. For those of you who are here but do not know about this lovely poetry book. So this poetry book is about 25 years worth of poetry that I've written, and it created itself, and it's got a beautiful little story, and I know I spoke about it last Friday, so I won't go into it too much again, but the numbers that come into your head when I ask you to ask you for your first number that pops into your head between 1 and 88, it is generally spot on for you. So that's why I'm asking. And if we have nobody saying anything, come on, people. First number between 1 and 88, just pop it in the comments and I'll read you out a poem for you. It's kind of like a reading, but it's just a really different way of doing a reading. Do, 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 do. Yay! Brooke got onto it. Thank you, Brooke. Okay. Oh, Brooke, you didn't want a love reading, but now you got one. It's called You Are. You are the love of my life and my rock. You are the one who makes me laugh even when I'm crying. You are the one that I trust when everyone else is against me. You are my heart, you are my companion, you are my soul, and I love you. Your beautiful body, your beautiful being, your beautiful you is asking for you to remember to love you. It's asking you to remember that you have the ability to self-soothe. You have the ability to make yourself laugh. Hi, Melinda. Hey, beautiful. You have the ability to make yourself laugh. You have the ability to soothe your heart when you're sad and to be your own best friend. And if you're choosing that to an even greater degree than what you already are, what you'll do is then welcome in the same in another person. Okay? So keep working, keep doing that heart-centered stuff, keep opening it up, keep being that beautiful best friend to you, and you will absolutely bring that in. Melinda, pick a number between 1 and 88, my lovely. We'll do you a little poem. I love my body sometimes. Yes, but not just that, but all the time. All the time. Okay? And then if you continue to do that before you even get up out of bed in the morning, you know, reminding yourself, like going through the parts of your body and just saying how much you love them. It's like, for me, I wake up in the morning and when I first get up, well, not even get up, I actually set my alarm early and I go, good morning, beautiful toes, good morning, beautiful feet, and I just work my way all the way up my body. And I go as broad or as in detailed as I like on the day. But basically, every day, that's what I do before I get out of bed in the morning. And that's to change those internal talking, all that internal chatter around how our body looks. And if there's any particular part of your body that you find that you judge more, send extra love, extra if you want to say handsome, good morning handsome toes, good morning handsome feet, good morning handsome legs, and good morning handsome belly, you know, all of that. Just every time you feel yourself judging your body in any way, shape or form, bring it back. Bring it back to how many ways you're grateful for it. Bring it back to how many ways you love it. Bring it back to that heart-centered space. Melinda, 28 for you. Yes, good morning, handsome coffee. That actually really works because it makes your top coffee taste even better than it did before. Enjoy. All right, Melinda, we've got my heart. And for this one, I'm actually getting that this is a message from somebody in your spirit realm. Okay. So it says, it is lonely here without you. I wish you were here. Your voice is soothing this feeling inside, making me smile, giving me a warm feeling which is bringing a tear to my eye. You're so far away, but soon you'll be near to my touch. So there's somebody up in the spirit realm that's a family member that is asking to say hello and remind you that they are close and that it's okay, that they know that you miss them and that they are still near to you, okay? And they're still loving you, all right? And it's okay sometimes to shed a little tear because you miss them, because they miss you too. Even though they're around you a lot, they miss the physicality of not being with you. Okay, that moment of being able to physically wrap their arms around you and enjoy your space. Okay, so that was a lovely one. Thank you. Okay, does anybody else out there wish to have a poem reading? Good morning, have some coffee. You're welcome, Melinda. Okay, if anybody else is new and has not realized what's going on, if you'd like like to pick a number between 1 and 88, and just double check to see if anybody's put a little bit of an extended reading payment through. Not at this point in time. I'm going to do just a couple more cards. Ooh. Just a couple more things to think about, to focus on for your week to come. Okay. We had a lovely little reading right at the beginning, talking about Sirius and CERN. If you weren't here to catch that one, jump back and have a look after the broadcast is ended. Okay. Interesting. So we've got the good old Celtic spirit cards here. Okay, and this first one that's come out is the Fawn, which is beginnings, willingness, and opportunities. So as we were saying at the start of the show, all of the stuff that's going on, whether you agree with it or not, this is a time of new beginnings. And everything you thought you knew as solid and real is not really that solid and not really that real anymore. We have shifted and changed things really super dynamically. And so if you find things suddenly don't appear to be where you left them, or don't sort of feel like they're in the same spot, or like you're just all of a sudden getting amazing things coming your way, lots of financial freedom type things coming your way, embrace that. Be really super grateful for it, because this is really truly your willingness. It's expanding your willingness to receive. Okay, and this is the beautiful thing about what has happened in all of the energetic planetary things that have gone on. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming over this next week. Okay, enjoy them, and just also ask those questions like I was saying before. Truth, will this add to the energy of the life that I truly desire, or will it destroy the energy of the life that I truly desire? Okay, and just use your awareness. The second card that we have is the Crone, which is the fairy godmother. Isn't she cool? Let's see if I can show you. She's a really neat little character. I like her. So she's about wisdom, future, and truth. Okay, so again, it's about becoming really, really clear within yourself, within your heart, about what is true for you, drawing in on the wisdom of all of your past, of all of your lovely experiences, and just really bringing that through and enjoying that for the next week as well. Okay. Thank you, Brooke, for coming to play. Bye-bye. And yeah, so wisdom, future, and truth. Okay. Be very aware of how you're using and how you're using your wisdom, okay? And your wisdom can be in energy, it can be in awareness, it can be in using your other experiences, remembering that by other experiences I don't necessarily mean from this lifetime or from lifetimes within this dimension. It's also about using the wisdom from other dimensions as well. Okay, you've lived in all sorts of ways and all sorts of times, so now's the time to actually bring that through and allow yourself to grow from there. Okay, thank you everybody for coming to play. I'm going to run away now. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Friday night. Thank you so much for coming to play. Thank you for those who donated today. I'm super, super grateful for you. My heart has just opened up like big, big, big. And how does it get any better than that? Be bold, be brave, be you, my beautiful friends. Get out there, enjoy your weekend, do something absolutely delicious and yummy for yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday if you come back for the readings show. And I've also got the incredible sound healer Matthew Balaji Kun on Tuesday for Tasty Tuesdays. All that alliteration. I think I stumbled myself up. But yeah, so he's an incredible sound healer here in Adelaide. So Matthew Balaji Kun is going to be on Tasty Tuesdays this week. I look forward to hearing a few more of his stories. And until then, I will see you next time. Have fun out there. Be bold, be brave, be you, my beautiful friends.